Every 4 years, the same accusation resurfaces. Argentina wins a penalty. The internet explodes. FIFA is rigging it for Messi. It sounds convincing. It spreads fast. But when you actually follow the numbers, the story falls apart. Start with the loudest case. The 2026 World Cup, round of 16. Argentina against Egypt. Down 2 goals with 11 minutes left, Argentina scored 3 times to win. Egypt's coach called it robbery. He said the world wanted Messi to stay in the tournament. Egyptian striker Mustafa Ziko went further, calling the whole competition rigged. It was emotional. It was also, when reviewed by neutral eyes, mostly wrong. Former Premier League referee Graham Scott looked at the exact incident that triggered Egypt's outrage. His conclusion was simple. The contact was routine. Argentina had time to reset defensively before the ball hit the net. A former World Cup referee, Fernando Guerrero, said publicly there was no foul at all, and even if there had been one, it fell outside the window. VAR is supposed to review. These are not Argentina fans defending their team. These are officials with no stake in the result, reading the same footage everyone else saw, and reaching a different conclusion than the mob online. Now widen the lens. This isn't a new story. It started in Qatar, 2022. Argentina lost their opener to Saudi Arabia, and people noticed the stoppage time. Then came a penalty against Poland, a call Rio Ferdinand branded outrageous on live television. That one moment became the seed of a 4-year narrative. But narratives built on single moments rarely survive contact with full data. Look at the actual penalty count. In 2022, Argentina were awarded 5 penalties across the tournament. That number sounds extreme in isolation, but 5 penalties over 7 matches in a tournament with 64 games total is not statistically absurd for a team that reached the final and played the most knockout minutes of anyone in the competition. In 2026, the number dropped to 3, and Messi personally missed 2 of them. If the tournament were engineered to inflate Messi's story, missed penalties would not be part of the script. Compare that to other teams in this same tournament. England received 2 penalties, Switzerland received 2, Belgium, France, and Norway each got 1. Argentina's number is higher, but not an outlier when you account for how deep they went and how many matches they played under maximum pressure, where contact in the box multiplies simply because possession and attacking minutes multiply. Then there's the case people cite as the clearest evidence of favoritism: Messi's uncarded challenge on Algeria's Issam Mandi in the group stage. No red card, not even a yellow. Critics pointed to a nearly identical incident days later, when American forward Balogun was sent off against Bosnia for something that looked the same on replay. It's a fair question to ask, but the full story includes something rarely mentioned in the outrage clip. FIFA later applied Article 27 to reduce Balogun's suspension, the same mechanism that would have applied to Messi had the situations been officially ruled equivalent. The inconsistency people are angry about is real. It's just not proof of a conspiracy. It's proof that video review, run by human beings under time pressure, produces uneven results across every team, every tournament, every year. And here's the detail that undercuts the entire FIFA needs Messi theory at its foundation. FIFA is a global commercial machine with the resources to market any storyline. Argentina's own fans, when asked directly, made this exact point. One supporter put it bluntly: an organization the size of FIFA doesn't need to manufacture a result to protect its revenue, because it already has the marketing power to sell whatever outcome the tournament produces. If Brazil had won, FIFA would have sold Brazil. If France had won back-to-back titles, that story sells itself. The idea that a single player is commercially irreplaceable to an organization that broadcasts to nearly half the planet doesn't hold up to basic scrutiny. There's also the referee who got sent home. In 2022, after Argentina's quarter-final win over the Netherlands, both Messi and goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez publicly attacked the officiating, calling the referee arrogant and biased against them. That referee never worked another World Cup match. If FIFA were protecting Argentina's narrative, punishing the referee Argentina's own captain complained about is a strange way to do it. It suggests something less exciting than a conspiracy. It suggests an organization reacting to pressure from whichever side complains the loudest, in whichever direction that pressure happens to point. Even the officiating assignments people cite as suspicious have simpler explanations once you check the pattern. An all-Argentina team of officials was assigned to a France versus Morocco match, not an Argentina match. Nobody accused FIFA of trying to help France or Morocco. The appointment barely made headlines outside football's most online corners, because outside the results-driven narrative, it was just a routine staffing decision. None of this means officiating in modern football is flawless. It isn't. VAR VAR has expanded its own protocol mid-tournament in ways that pundits like former FIFA referee Christina Onkel have openly criticized as inconsistent and confusing. Fan trust in refereeing across every governing body has been eroding for years. That's a real problem, and it deserves real scrutiny. But a real problem with inconsistent officiating is a completely different story than a coordinated plan to hand one player and one federation the tournament. The uncomfortable truth for the conspiracy theory is this: Messi doesn't need help to be the best player of his generation. He has missed penalties on the biggest stage in the world more than once, in tournaments people claim were built around him. If the fix were in, that detail wouldn't exist. The far more boring, far more accurate explanation is that officiating in high-stakes knockout football is inconsistent for everyone, that scrutiny multiplies for whichever team goes furthest, and that Argentina, as the defending champions with the most famous athlete on the planet wearing their shirt, simply gets watched by more eyes than any other team on earth. That difference between being watched more and being helped more is the entire debate, and once you follow the actual numbers instead of the loudest clip, the case for a rigged tournament quietly falls apart. Go back to the match people call the ultimate proof, the 2022 final itself, Argentina against France. In the 21st minute, Di Maria went down in the box under contact from Ousmane Dembele. Polish referee Szymon Marciniak pointed to the spot. Messi scored. Commentators called it soft. It was soft. But watch what happened for the rest of that same match. Later, McAllister went down under a shoulder charge from Upamecano, appealing for a penalty of his own. Marciniak waved it away. In the 87th minute, Marcus Thuram went to ground under an Enzo Fernández challenge, appealing for a penalty that could have changed the entire final. Marciniak didn't just deny it. He booked Thuram for simulation on the spot. And in the most inconvenient detail for the conspiracy theory, France still walked away from that final with 2 penalties of their own, both converted by Kylian Mbappe, part of the first hat-trick in a World Cup final in 56 years. If the fix was in, the opposing striker doesn't get to complete a historic hat-trick in the same match. A rigged final protects its winner from that kind of story. This one didn't. Widen the lens even further and the whole commercial conspiracy theory runs into a timing problem. Controversy has followed Argentina at World Cup since long before VAR existed, long before Messi was born into the conversation, long before FIFA had any streaming numbers or sponsorship deals to protect with a favorite storyline. In 1986, an entire nation still argues about a hand that never should have counted as a goal, and nobody blames marketing algorithms for that one. The pattern isn't new. Argentina plays a physical, high possession, high pressure style in the biggest moments football offers, and that style generates contact in the box more often than a cautious low-event team ever will. Controversy follows deep tournament runs the way heat follows friction. It always has, with or without a commercial incentive attached to it. And honestly, after Argentina's defeat against Spain in the 2026 World Cup final and Enzo Fernández getting sent off, there is no bigger proof. If the tournament was actually rigged like everyone claimed, Argentina definitely wouldn't have lost the final. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. I'm also really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this controversial topic down in the comments. See you in the next one.